Hello and welcome back to my I don't know what do you call this? Um, Basically, this is a video looking at the three newest boarding patrol boxes. It's like 3 days ago, whatever. Um, it's finally one of them is the faction that I play, the boarding patrol for Adepta Sororitas. Although they are currently not in a very great place. I mean, they're not they're not too bad, but for boarding patrol, because they don't have their stratagems yet, kind of feel like they're rather weak. Even if you play with someone with that's not using stratagems, basically their stats are not very good. Right. I mean, they have 3+ saves, but there's a lot of AP weapons. And they only have one wounds. That's a problem. I mean, with Imperial Guards, even though you have one wounds each, at least you have the numbers for it. You can bring like what 60 people into boarding patrol. For the sisters, not so much. Yeah. So the content of the box, you have Celestian Sacrosancts, 5 of them, pretty tough. And then you have 10 battle sisters. You can also make them into Celestians or Dominions. I would suggest making one squad of Dominions, even though you don't have enough special weapons. Maybe you can proxy them, or maybe you can get the weapons from somewhere else. We will try to make a list. Um, the first one will be based on what you get in the box, and the second one will be based on if you are willing to proxy or you have the bits. I think you can buy bits pretty easily nowadays. Okay. And then there's Repentious, 9 of them, and the Repentious Superior. These are most likely your main damage dealer here in Boarding Patrol. However, they are only melee. So if you can't really protect them or they got shot at, they're just gone because you won't be rolling any armor saves with them. They don't have armor save. However, they do have feel no pain 5+, so that's the thing. All right, let's try making a list. First one is using whatever is in the box. I haven't prepared any list yet, so bear with me. Yes, I make Age of Sigmar list too. Sisters. Let's see. Boarding patrol doesn't matter. They haven't really updated the thingy. Out of all of this, of course, it's Bloody Rose. Like there is no choice. I don't understand why GW does this. I mean, if you're playing normal 40k, I've Ebon Chalice is a pretty good choice nowadays. But I don't know, for boarding patrol, I think like a straight up buff to melee is like the best way to go. Oh yeah, also I think you get a Canoness. Yeah. Right, so HQ, Canoness, definitely, right? What kind of build do you want? I mean, you can go with the normal build, that's fine. Or you can follow, if any of you watches Bricky, you can copy his candlestick build. But the candlestick build is kind of weaker in boarding patrol because you don't have access to some stratagems and like warlord trait and relics. However, it can still work. So let's try going with the candlestick build. It's plasma is fine, no power sword. You bring you have to use a chain sword, and then you get this one. Um, I don't know how to pronounce that holy fire thingy. Yeah. Okay, you can use that, and to further improve the damage, you can use righteous judgment. Yep, there you go. That's a lot of points, but maybe. Now, Battle Sister Squad. Now, because we're using just what's in the box, I think it's better to put it all on Battle Sister Squad. So one simulacrum, this, and then cherub optional. We'll see. what weapon will you use? I mean, if you're fighting against tougher opponents, multi-melta might be good, but overall, heavy flamer probably is fine because you can overwatch with it, and it's strength 6, which will wound anything that is brought to boarding patrol. At worst, it'll be 4 plus, so it's fine. And special weapon, let's go with flamer. Superior, go with combi flamer and chainsword. There you go. Next one is Repentia. Where is it? Repentia superior, and then bring this up to 9. And it's not even enough points. Damn. Yeah. It's only 400 points. Now, that's if you're just bringing this. Oh, sorry. Celestial Sacrosanct. I'm dumb. Yeah. Which one is better? Mace or halberd? I would say... Wait. Mace is +2, -1, 2. Oof, it depends, right? It really depends. I mean, the halberd have more strength, so your strength 6 and AP 3, but it's only 1 damage. The mace is definitely better, but what's more important is the leader will use the spear. I guess you get the strength and AP of the halberd and 2 damage. That's definitely it. For the weapon, I mean, I guess you can take plasma or you can take hand flamer too. But nah, just use plasma, whatever. I mean, actually, since you're going close range anyway, just go Inferno Pistol. There you go, 4, 8, 9. Add the cherub. For the these weapon, yeah, use whatever you want. I think the mace is fine. AP only -1, and it's only strength 5, but it's 2 damage. So if you're fighting against like Marines, which is, I think, the most plentiful, the majority of the player base uses Marines and Marine equivalent. So they have like 2 wounds. Yeah, having 2 damage is useful. So yeah, there you go. That's the list. 494. That's the list for you if you just use whatever's in the box. Also, yeah, I said that you can pick multi-melta, but yeah, that is not in the box. That is most definitely not in the box. Now, let's try making a list that's if you don't mind proxying or you have extra bits from other sisters units. So Canoness stays the same. Sacrosanct stays the same. Repentia Superior and Repentia stays the same, but we split this. So use Simulacrum, blah blah blah, and this goes down and to 2, so it's 5 still. Still using the same weapon, Flamer, Heavy Flamer. However, we bring a Dominion squad. Now, this requires you to have extra bits. Because if I'm not mistaken, you only get like 2 weapons each, 2 special weapons each from each box. If I'm not mistaken, so I'm not sure. So yeah. Hang on a minute. I think you need to remove some units here. Yeah, you can't really put all of it. I mean, the Dominion is really useful if you have the points. So this is already 499. You won't be bringing any special weapons here. However, I think you can reduce the number of Repentias into 4, or just don't bring the Superior. I think that's fine. Yeah, there you go. Don't bring the Superior. And then you bring all Flamers. Or all Melta if you want. That's good too. All Melta if you're fighting like tougher opponents, definitely. If you're fighting like guards or whatever, Flamer. I mean, there is no tournament for boarding patrol anyway, so just use whatever you want, right? Magnetize your model. That's always a good thing to do, so you can change their weapons around. Because I mean, who the hell can even differentiate between which ones are the minion squad and which ones are battle sister squad? They all look the same to me. Seriously. Yeah, give her a combi flamer too. There you go. All flamers. 489. Bring cherub. There you go. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next boarding patrol box, which is Custodes. Now these are the tough boys. You get Trajan Valoris, 5 custodian guards, and 3 Alaris custodians, Terminators. This team is very tough to crack. They have amazing armor. They have amazing toughness. I think it's 5. And in boarding patrol, 5 is pretty good, pretty high. And yeah. Alright, let's make a list. Let us make a list. Custodes, boarding patrol. I wonder if you actually get more than 500 points in that box, because Trajan Valoris himself is already 200 points. That's crazy. Then you get you have the custodian guards, and then Alaris custodians, which you will make into 3 different units. That's already more than 500 points. God damn. Also, you get 5 of them, so it's already extra. I wonder. I mean, you would still want to bring him, yeah. How do we do this? I guess you will have to remove 1 Alaris. There is no other choice. So it's 455. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, you don't have any choice. For the weapon, I would say go with this one, Misericordia. Or you can use the shield, but it's like less damage output. Now here's the thing: they pretty much have to go melee because their range attacks, because they only have a few models. You don't really shoot that much. Like here's the guard squad here. Rapid fire 1. It's 4 minus 1 2. It's basically like a better bolter, but you only shoot twice. That's if you're within 12 inches. Let's say you're within 12 inches. This is only like what, 6 shots? Yeah, 6 shots at BS2 plus. That's 1 miss on average. Like 5 hits. 5 hits, strength 4. Hitting, let's say, a strength 4 unit, a marine equivalent. That's like you lose half of them then. You only hit, let's say you only wound 3 on a good day. You only wound 3, and then they save, which is from 3 went to 4 plus. So you only got it, 2 of them gets in. You kill 1 marine. That is most definitely not enough. However, when they shoot back at you, it's most likely like what, 1 wound, maybe not even a wound. So yeah. Having only 1 guard squad is kind of problematic, because you need to move around and capture objectives. Like in that sisters list before, you have 10 battle sisters, but when you deploy them, it's 5 and 5. So you can control 2 objectives. Remember that you can capture objectives in boarding patrol, so you can capture in one turn, and then you can move them around later. Yeah, so this is the list. For Custodes, it's pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah, it's basically just this. Or, if you want to bring more, I wonder if you can. You don't bring Trajan. You bring Shield Captain and Alar's Terminator armor. I think you can make it with Alar's Custodian, right? I'm hoping. I'm not sure. If you can, then yeah, you can bring one of them as that. Or if you cannot, I'm pretty sure you can make a shield captain with the Custodian Guard squad set. So if you can, use it like this, Misericordia. Maybe you can bring one of this, whatever. Um, one more Alaris Custodian. It's for 20. Damn. It's even lower than before. So yeah, just go with Trajan Valoris, unless you really want like Alaris Custodians. All right. Yeah, that's for the Custodes. Pretty easy to make list. Um, they're also pretty tough. Next, Thousand Suns. Ooh. I mean, they're not in a very good position, isn't it? At least in regular 40k. In boarding patrol, I'm not sure. I wanted to test play against my friend's Thousand Suns, but he's very busy, so I haven't been playing against him. I've played boarding patrol against Gene Stealer Cultist and Votan, but the Votan is a new player, so he doesn't really have a lot of models. So I don't know. Speaking of Votan, Votan hasn't gotten any boarding patrol box, huh? Yeah. All right. So one thing that's weird with this box, right? GW mentions 20 Rubric Marines and 2 Chaos Spawns. Where's the other one? Is it invisible? Am I blind? Where is it? Because they only show one here. I mean, you can only bring one. That's true. But I think you get 2 from the sprues. So maybe that's why they say 2 Chaos Spawn, because you do get 2 from the sprue, but you can only bring 1. So yeah, all right. And there's wait, what's the leader? They didn't even tell. Wait, is this just the normal leader? Oh, it's just a normal aspiring sorcerer or something. Let's make the list. Thousand Suns. Oh, sorry. Thousand Suns. This one doesn't really matter much, but you can pick whatever you want. There is no HQ, if I'm not mistaken. You do get 20 Rubric Marines. Now, I am not sure if you can actually... You know what? Maybe you can bring it like this. 3 sets, and one of them... I am tempted to make this a full Warp Flamer. Do you get all Warp Flamer? Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure. Look, let's check. Let's check. It's fine. Apologies for wasting your time. I'm not going to edit this out. Too lazy for that. Rubric. How many Warp Flamers do you get here? If you get all 9 Warp Flamers, that'll be cool. Okay. Or, right? So I'm guessing it's 10. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's check the sprues. Do you get... Yeah, thanks for the legs. Can we see some other... Alright. Alright. Huh? I think this is the Warp Flamers, right? Yeah, this is Warp Flamers. Alright, you get 10. That's good. Let's go with that. Let's go with... This is like 8, 9, 10, yep. And then one of them is using Warp Flame Pistol, and then you can choose your spells, whatever. Okay, so I don't think you can use it on all of them because the point cost is too high. However, I think it's fine to do it like this. Soul Reaper, less person, alright. And then you give the Sorcerer a Warp Flame Pistol. Warp Flame Pistol, and maybe... Can you? Alright, that's maybe another one. Wait. Wait, is it the same? No, right? That's not the same point. Yeah, there you go. Okay, one of them can go all warp flamer. Oh, oh, wait, can all of them go warp flamer? Yes, you can. Oh, damn, that's pretty good. All right, all warp flamer, all 20 rubric marines used, and the chaos spawn. That's cool. That is cool. That is actually pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I mean, rubric marines. I mean, they don't have armor of contempt anymore, but they still have all this dust, which is pretty nice. And all three of these units can cast spell. Not the second half of this one because they won't have the sorcerer, but still pretty good. And look at the flamer. The flamers are pretty good. Like it's like bolters, but with AP -2, automatically hits and assault D6. That's really good compared that to bolters. I mean, bolters can shoot up to like 24 inches. This is only 12 inches, but this is boarding patrol, boarding action. 12 inches is easy. You'll be mostly be shooting at 12 inches unless you get the huge map with the long hallway. That I hate that. Like, why bother playing boarding patrol? But then the deployment is like, and then the map is just a long haul from edge to edge, like stupid. Yeah, there you go. That's for the Thousand Suns. Actually, I wouldn't say this is a bad list. I mean, a bad box. Pretty good if you want to play immediately, right? Okay, this is a pretty nice box. This is a pretty nice box, even though you're not going to actually play with 500 points. But then again, it's Custodes. What do you expect? They're still very tough, and you get 2 extra models that you can build into whatever you want. The sisters, I wouldn't say they're very strong, but with the Repentias, I guess they're alright. I mean, like 5 Repentias, charging 3 Custodians. I think 5 Repentias could probably win that. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just hoping they get good stratagems, like especially the one, that flamer one. The one where you roll wounds of 4+ with the flamer. It's mortal wound. Please put that in boarding patrol because they really need that. They do really need that. And also the blessed bolts. Yeah, if they have the blessed bolt stratagem, you can make the Dominion squad, but with Stormbolter. Use that. Basically, it's on 2 hit of 6, it's mortal wound to a maximum of 6 mortal wounds. That's very useful. Yeah. All right then. I guess that's it. That's all the new boarding patrol boxes. I'm guessing there will be more boarding patrol boxes because I don't know if Votan and World Eaters will get boarding patrol boxes. Hopefully, but we'll see. I don't think both of them have boxes yet. And I think that's it. Is there any other faction that hasn't gotten their boarding patrol boxes? Let me check. I mean, Craftworld already, right? You get the Drukari one, you get the Craftworld one. I guess Harlequins, maybe, but they don't really have a lot of unit variety. So if you even get a box, it's just, what, troops and maybe Death Jester? And or a Shadow Seer, maybe, I guess, but that's like, if you get that, I think everyone will just buy Harlequin's box because that's like the first step to a, I don't know, whatever. Chaos Space Marines already have one. Demons, yes. Death Guard, yes. Thousand Suns, yes. World Eaters, not yet. Sororitas, yes. Marines, yes. Custodes, yes. Atmech, yes. Militarum. Oh, wait. Imperial Guard. Yeah, they don't have one. Okay, so there you go. Grey Knights, yes. Everything else doesn't really matter. Votan, yeah. Then Votan. Alright, so there's still Votan, Imperial Guards, and World Eaters. unless I forgot something again. And Harlequins maybe. So yeah, there you go. All right, that's the video. That's my me looking at the 3 new boarding patrol boxes. Quite interesting. Out of all 3, actually the one that excites me the most is the Thousand Suns. I don't know why. It's because like I can spam flamers. That's interesting for me. I don't know. I just like flamers. Maybe that explains why I like Flame Sisters. All right. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you all next time. Bye.